Okay, so that cut off unexpectedly. So part two of Let's Talk About Daimon. There's really not a whole lot more left. It's just I unfortunately kind of rambled on. So one of the unique features of um, his Neo, I'm sorry, not Neo Max, his Max Super Special, is that it can actually combo off of his first Super Special. So again, half circle back punch. So I swear I'm better at execution.
Wow.
And it looks like this. Opens his eyes, then Armageddon pops up. And as you can see, it does quite a bit of damage itself. Brawl, it does a little bit more damage, but if you can actually combo string into it, you can easily do about 75% plus damage to their health. And the major thing about it is that, again, I'm not too well versed on getting his stuff down. I've just kind of picked up a thing here and there. It's just these are the basic tools that he has, and you could probably come up with an idea of just how to work with them. So, for example, one of the things I'm going to do is at least one basic combo, and you have to go into max mode in order for you to do this. It involves duration and the air grab, which is this. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit more than you can do with it, but it's just one of those things where it's just like a basic tool to like lead up to it that I still haven't gotten to myself. So oh, I forgot to mention, like, one of the unique features of Duration is its EX version has a pop-up. So for example, so you can kind of tell where I'm going from this. So that would be the pop-up, and to put that combo into perspective, and it's a little tricky to do as far as I've been able to do. I kind of modified my stick, so I'm probably having a lot better. Yeah, I'm having an easier time with execution than what I normally would. So it would just look something like this. So something like that. And as you can see, that did a lot of damage for just 2 moves. So again, I'm sorry, that timing is just really precise. And that's actually one of the few things I will say is the highest barrier for Daimon, is that he has a very, I won't say short execution time span, but he has a very precise execution has a very precise executional barrier. Probably a little bit more than some other characters, but I mean, as you can see, he has some great normal options, and he also has some great special options. So combo options this would be a very simple one, I say, in air quotes. So again, just do it. So, and that was almost a quarter health, and that's just from 2 moves. And I'm pretty sure I could probably work something else into it. Maybe the Grand Super Special. It's something that I'm probably gonna have to try later on. But again, you can kind of see where your options are going in. And just to go into some more aerial stuff, because I kind of neglected that in the previous video. Air stuff, again, it's kind of interesting because aerial is actually kind of interesting for him. So just standing still, he has that downward angle, which is actually a fairly good hop anti-air or what have you. And his light kick, I'm going to go into a little bit more of that in a little bit, but this is just, this is disgusting. And then there's the hard kick for air, standing still air, and as you can see, it has that downward angle. So, and his hard punch is a air push, so kind of like his stop sign, double hand stop sign. What's unique is that going forward, again, the light punch keeps the same properties light kicks, he keeps the same properties. Hard kick keeps the same properties. However, his heavy punch, yeah, it goes from this to this. I know that seems really bizarre and really weird, but it does have some interesting benefits. I mean, for example, because of the changing movement, it could actually help him dodge a couple of hits. And to go back to the air thrust, one of the unique features of it is that because of the angle it comes in at, and the delayed action, sometimes the animation will actually help you sneak past some of the anti-air normals and will just completely obliterate them. So a lot of his normals actually have like a weird high priority to them, or at least that's what it seems. And again, all this information I'm talking about is pretty much from just me and friends just kind of messing around, and from me training in the lab. So before I finish this one, I want to talk about his air light kick, and this thing is just disgusting because it has a really high mix-up potential. So if you hit it just right, it would actually kind of looks like he would land in front of him. And, you know, if I can get the timing right, you'll see it like that. It hits, you can hit just right, in which you would think that because of the hit stun and the knockback, he would land in front of them, but in fact he would actually land behind them. And I know for a lot of people, that's going to be a really big mess up on them. It will actually completely throw them off. So it's actually a really good mix-up, and it's just, like I said, and if you give it enough times, they'll expect, oh, okay, so he's going to be going this way, he's going to be landing behind me every single time. If you hit it earlier, you'll land in front of him. Like so. Sorry. Yeah, like so. It's a little more obvious, but there's a lot of things you can do with this light kick. Just throw people off and just mix up their hand positioning. Sorry, cramped in my mic. So, again, he has some really amazing options, and of course, up close, his normals change. And again, they're not the they don't look a whole lot to write home about, but his normals, like this hard punch is just ridiculous. Just the amount of poke it has. I would almost say it probably has about as much poke as Iori's crouching hard kick. But again, like, it seems to have a much higher priority than a lot of normals. His air thrust seems to have a lot higher priority than a lot of normals, and it's just a fantastic tool. It's a fantastic tool set, and I highly recommend checking him out at the very least. And again, this isn't a guide or anything like that. This is just kind of me pointing out the highlights of him. And also, it just clicked on me. The judo roll. It also has another function that you could actually hit somebody and go straight into another combo string. So it could be a good way of continuing your combo, which is very helpful because this is his run. Yeah, out of all the characters, he's probably, if not the slowest, the second slowest. I have no idea how fast Chang is, but yeah, that would be one of his major downsides, is that he looks so boring. He looks so basic, but his toolset is absolutely amazing. And if you learn how to use him, and if you learn how to get into somebody's head, you can just dominate. And again, me and my friends, we aren't like pro gamers or anything like that, but on several occasions, just using him, I've just done nothing but normals and dominated the entire time. And it's just ridiculous how much damage all of his stuff can do. So again, he's a fun character. He's very deceptively simple. I don't think there's going to be a lot of low to mid tier people playing him simply because of how much of an entry barrier it is to his execution. But I can guarantee you there's probably going to be a lot of high-level players who eventually end up using him. It's simply because of just how many mind games they can play with his feint and his judo roll to get past things. And again, that judo roll is a massive thing because it gives them another option for dodging fireballs. So if you know the person's going to try to rush, or if you know the person's just going to try to, you know, keep a distance, that judo roll can help you spread, just gain ground while not even using the same, you know, without even using the same, you know, amount of space. And also it prevents you from going past them. So if you would normally dodge roll and this dodge roll would go past them, well, this won't. So that could actually be used as a good trip up. There's a lot of options that he has. He's a really fun character, and I have yet to master him. So, you know, take my words for what they are. Just a newbie talking about what I consider is an underappreciated character right now in KOF. Once people start learning the grappling characters and start learning all the characters, I'm pretty sure there are going to be a lot more Daimon players. So, as such, thanks for listening. If you watch both videos, awesome. Like, subscribe. I might do more KOF stuff. If I can get my friends on, we'll probably do a bunch of 1v1s, and I'll record all my Daimon matches just so that people can kind of see some of the things I'm talking about. You know, my scrub self will probably end up losing a whole lot, but hey, you know what? KOF, new game, community's growing. Let's try to get some love going for the game. Thanks.